What's up, grade 5? Welcome to another math lesson with Mr. Fuji. Today we are working on Unit 5, Lesson 2, comparing and ordering fractions. Alright, so last lesson you had with Mr. Langdon, alright, he gave you the breakdown on the introduction of fractions. You worked on equivalent fractions. Hopefully you guys all had an easy way through that. Alright, if you need more help, again, don't be afraid to ask us. Today we're going to look at taking those fractions that we have and comparing them to see which one's bigger, which one's smaller. Maybe they're the same, right? Maybe they're equivalent. So to do that, I'm going to show you 3 different strategies today. All right? And the first one has to do with this bar graph type of thing that I have here. All right? So as you can see, I've listed my fractions right beside. So for this one, I have one whole. Right? I have one whole fraction. On the yellow, right, it's been split, this one whole has been split into 1/2, okay? And then the orange has been split into 1/5, and the green, I said, was split into 1/10, right? Now, a question you might be wondering is, well, Mr. Fuji, how are you so smart and you know that? Well, it's quite simple, my friends. If I look at my chart here, right, this is not split into any sections, right? This is just one piece, so I knew that it was whole. This one is split into 2, right? And if I were looking at this one, it would be 1 out of 2, right? I had 1 over 2. This one is, I can count the boxes, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I have one of them, I have 1 over 5. And then the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So that's how we figured that out, okay? Every time that we do this, though, there's one simple trick that you need to remember, okay? And it's got to be done every single time. If you're to use this strategy, you need to do this one trick every time. And does anyone know what that trick might be? Anyone in the class? Yes, you? What do you think? Do you have to make sure that the bars are all the same length? Bingo, yes. You got to make sure these bars are all the same length, all right? If I don't have them the same length, then it doesn't give me a true showing of if these fractions are bigger or smaller than one another, right? So it's very important that when I draw out my bars, if I were to use this strategy, I need to draw my bars the same length. And you bright young student, let me add, you are quite the handsome fella. All right, enough of that. Here we go. So that's strategy number 1. So if you were to be given a fraction, I'm going to show that and demonstrate a little bit later. If you're given a fraction, right, you can draw the bar out and then split it into an equal amount of sections so that you can then color in how many you have. And again, I'll show you that a little bit later in the video here. Okay, we're going to scroll down here to our, that's up. Scroll down to our second example, and we could make, instead of using charts like our lines, we could make it into circles, right? So we could take circles. So here I have a circle and I split it into 1, 2, 3 sections, and I colored in one of them, showing that I have 1/3. Okay, so of this circle, like maybe a pizza, okay, I have 1/3 of that pizza I'm going to eat. That leaves 2/3 for my family. Okay, if I come over here to this pizza has been split into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Okay, so my bottom number, my denominator, is going to be 5. And I'm going to eat 3 pieces of that pizza. Okay, so I put my numerator, my 3 on top. Okay, and that leaves 2/5 of the pizza left. Right, and then I can look at that and I can say, which number or fraction is bigger? Well, this one's obviously bigger because it takes up more of the space, right? More of this is colored red. More of this pizza is taken away or colored red than this pizza was. So 3/5 is bigger than 1/3. Okay, so that's how we can use circles to do that. But again, we need to make sure that our circles are the same size roughly, and that when we create our slices, we're creating them into equal slices, all right? It's 5 equal slices all the way around. I can't have a lopside on that, or else it won't be accurate. Okay, it might not give us the right answer. And then the next one, all right, we can use a number line. And so to use a number line, all right, I believe my number line is 0. I put half and then 1, right? and I have my fractions beside here. So I'm going to take 5/8, 1/2, 3/4, and 1/4. I'm going to put that onto my number line according to where they would land. So what I'm going to do is I have drawn out 4 bars, 1 for each of them. So I've put 8 equal boxes here, 2 equal boxes here, 4 equal boxes here, 4 equal boxes here, and my boxes are all about the same length. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's pretty close. All right, so let's take a look at this. We're going to use green for 5/8. That means I need to color in 5 out of the 8 boxes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For 1/2, that means I need to color in 1 out of the 2 boxes. Okay, color in my 1. For 3/4, I need to color in 3 out of the 4 boxes. That's 1, 2, 3. And then for 1/4, I need to color in 1 out of the 4 boxes. And that's 1 box colored in. So now I sit back and I look and I say, all right, well, where would these land on my number line? Well, I know 1/2 is going to land right here. Okay, so I could put 1/2 right there. Okay, if I look at 5/8, 5/8 is bigger than 1/2, but not by a whole lot. All right, so I come over here and I can go a little bit bigger, put my 5/8 in. I look at my 3/4, and my 3/4 is bigger than my 1/2. And it's also bigger than my 5/8, but it's only bigger than my 5/8 by 1 little 8 there. So I only need to go up a little bit for that one as well. Let's say I put my 3/4 here. Then I come down to the bottom here and I look, oh, my 1/4, it is almost, it's half a length less than my 3/4, so I need to go all the way down to the bottom over here, and we'll say 1/4 would be around here. Right, and so that's how I would use a number line. And then I've shown that my least biggest fraction all the way up to my biggest fraction is right here. Okay, and then I get rid of that. So your next goal is to work on your textbook, page 172, 173, questions 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, and 12. I have created a Google document for you. You can work directly on that Google document and just type your answers in. If not, you can write it out on a piece of paper and then submit it. The textbook questions are posted. I took a picture of them and put them on the Google Doc for you, or the textbook is on Google Classroom for you as well to use. Okay, now. Alright, so that's the end of the lesson. Okay, hopefully it's not too confusing. I know I tried to go through that fairly quickly, but I'm trying to keep these videos short for you guys so that I don't lose your attention span. Alright, hope you guys are doing well. You're staying inside, staying safe. Don't forget, you can always send me a message on Google Chat. I am available to talk if you want to hang out. If not, good luck, have fun. See you later.